If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what age should a furnace or air conditioner or heat pump be replaced, and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. Okay, so one of the things that happens a lot in forums, in groups, in having conversations is what age should a system be replaced? Now, you'll hear companies say that a system ages out at 10. Sometimes a company will say it ages out at 12. Sometimes you'll hear a company say that systems age out at 15. And there are a couple of reasons for this. It doesn't mean it's true. It's just the reasons. So simmer down. I'll give them to you. One is the longest warranty for most manufacturers is 10 years. Most companies that manufacture equipment say the useful life of a piece of equipment is 10 years. Can you get more out of it? Absolutely. There are a couple of companies out there that have a 12-year warranty on parts and labor that can come from the factory. And then there are companies out there that have a lifetime warranty on parts as long as it's the first homeowner and the system's available. Now, that is the technical explanation from the standpoint of the manufacturer, okay? I was an in-home salesperson and a technician for 20 years. There's plenty of times where I would get to a house and somebody would move in and the system would be 3 and they'd say, I want a new one. Hey, you know, this one's 3 years old. Yep, I want a new one, right? So like in my mind, sometimes it's driven by the consumer. The consumer can say, hey, sales dude, sales chick, technician dude, technician chick, I want a new one, knowing the age of the equipment. There's a really exclusive neighborhood where all the basketball players live and all the sports players and all the celebrities live in Sacramento. And I remember I got called out to a home and the system was 6 months old. And the dude was like, I like XYZ brand. I don't care for the brand that's in here. I don't like the way that it looks. I'm an architect and you're going to replace my equipment. I know it's 6 months old. I don't care. I got the money to buy one. Okay. There are people out there that do that. And I let him know, you know, this is, he literally said, I know it's 6 months old. He's like, yep. Just give me an estimate. I want a new one. He ended up replacing it like 3 months later. And so like sometimes there's that option. Now, what you need to know is sometimes inside of a company, in order to make sales, they will tell you that a system, once it reaches an age, is an opportunity, okay? It's an opportunity. And sometimes this gets confused and sometimes it's explicit. But before we get there, you should absolutely join HVACTechSecrets.com. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, discounted training. It's an email publication. You get emails from me. Okay, so we need to talk about implied versus explicit. Implied is like, it's old, we're going to judge it, and it's going to be counted as a lead. Explicit is, hey, sales dude, sales chick, technician, you are going to try and sell a new system of anything over 12 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever the number happens to be. That's explicit. So sometimes what will happen is technicians will hear implied, and then they go out and they're like, oh, your system's old, you have to get a new one, which I don't necessarily believe, because like when you take a look at some equipment, it's working flawlessly at 25 versus some things that suck at 3. So there's no like perfect way to do this. And this is why your ethics become super importante, like I like to say, because you got to make sure to do the right thing for the client, right? And there's going to be a time in your career where you're sitting at a unit going, I've got 3 cents in my bank account and I really need the sale, or I could tell the truth. And that decision you should make right now to help your identity is, I'm going to do the right thing, right? I got 3 cents in the bank account. Karma will work to my side. You know, God, whoever will work to my side when it comes down to it. If I do the right thing, which I totally believe in, just so you know, like do the right thing. You don't have to lie. You don't have to cheat. You don't have to steal. So sometimes, occasionally, and like it's a small segment of the population of companies. It's not all of them. It's not a majority of them. There's a few bad ones out there that'll say, you do whatever it takes to sell a system that's over 10, 12, or 15 years old. If that's where you're at, I got to tell you, I got a problem with that because I don't think it's true. I don't think that that's where it's at. And you know, you got to know that me shooting a video like this costs me gigs, because like sometimes owners will say, I saw your video, I'll never hire you. I'm like, thank goodness, it's a filter. It's a filter. Wouldn't want to do business with you anyway, okay? So sometimes you get the explicit person that tells you, like, you're going to sell something over 10, 12, 14, 15 years old because we have install spots and you need to fill them. Well, we got to have the conversation of like, that's what we call wrong. That's what we call don't do that. So if you work for one of those companies, I would recommend, I can't tell you what to do, but I would recommend you find a place that's got better morals and ethics. But as a technician, as a salesperson, if it feels implicit, ask questions. If it feels explicit, ask questions. And, be willing to stand your moral ground. Like, there was a lot of really good technicians upcoming through my life and my career that had no problem stating their convictions, going in a meeting with 60, 70, 80 technicians and the whole company going, I think that's wrong. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I've been in groups of people who are 10. I've been in groups of people who are 15. I've been in groups of 3 where someone raises their hand and goes, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It's okay to have convictions. And here's the thing, depending upon the state that you're in, it could be major, serious legal issues for you. I'm not a doctor, attorney, lawyer, marriage counselor, or therapist. I am a taco enthusiast. So what age should a system be replaced? It's subjective. There's no perfect answer. You got to go with your gut. You got to go with your morals. You got to go with your ethics. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button. Click on it. And every time I send out a video, you, my friend, will get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.